Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back again, you guys, with another video. But before I get into the video, this is my usual little intro that I usually do. I don't know why I like doing this, but I guess I just like talking or connecting with you guys. But before I get into the video, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone that keeps on coming back to my channel, to the new watchers, to the old watchers, to my subscribers, to my non-subscribers. Just thank you to everybody that just keeps on coming back to my channel and clicking these videos and just giving me a chance to express myself and to show you guys what I love doing, or one of the things that I love doing. Your support truly means a lot to me, and yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. But yeah, now that that's out of the way, it was very important for me to say that. The support to me, you guys, is very important, and you guys have been doing that for me, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, on to the next. Today, you guys, we're going to be doing mobility and flexibility as per the description of the video. But then I'm actually trying to get out of my shell a little bit more and do things just a little bit different, which is going to be very tricky because I'm naturally a very private person. I find it very difficult to get out of my shell and just to do things that are out of the norm for me. So, and this is just based from the few people, and those are real people. I'm not just making them up, because I know social media has tendencies of people that just make things up. Like, people want to know certain things about you.
When actually nobody asked you, you know?
So with me, it's like two people that actually made the suggestion that they wanted to see a little bit more of my private life, I guess, or they wanted to see me incorporate a little bit more of my life. So I'm gonna try to do that on this video. It's gonna be a little bit tricky for me, and if you find parts of this video very cringe, trust me, I feel cringe as well, you know, for showing you guys whatever this is gonna be. So yeah, I don't really usually do things that I'm not used to doing. And one of them being privacy. I'm very big on privacy. I also and yeah, this is going to be very tricky for me, but then I'm trying to get out of my shell and to grow with the channel and to grow with you guys. And of course, if you guys have any recommendations, any suggestions, or just any small little thing that you would like to see me do or incorporate into the channel, I would gladly do so. Only if it's addressed with respect, I'll do it, right? So this is just like from the two people, I guess, that I just spoke about, that wanted to see a little bit more of my routine, I guess, of getting to the gym and whatnot, you know. So, or just to show a little bit more of my private life. That's going to be very tricky going forward. It's, yeah, social media is just very tricky for me. I don't like showing private parts of my life. I've just always been a very private person, and it's worked for me. I always see a reason why I should change that. But then when it comes to this channel, I can just trying to show you guys a little bit more, a few more layers, I guess, into what makes me me. And it's also going to be related to what I do on this channel, I guess. So I don't want to branch too further out and end up not really recognizing what this channel is or what this channel means to me. So I'm gonna try to maintain that. Yeah, but then please be vocal. If you are not following me on social media, on Instagram, because these two accounts are the only accounts that I have on social media, is Instagram and YouTube. So if you're not really connecting with me on Instagram, and you'd like to drop any suggestions, just do that on the comments below, and just let me know what you think of my video or videos and what more you'd like to see, and I'll gladly incorporate whatever that is, if I can, onto the video. But yeah, you guys, today we're going to be doing mobility and flexibility as per the description of the video. And please just make sure that you're warmed up. I know that I always say that you guys should warm up. That's just very important with mobility and flexibility. I would rather you warm up first instead of just jumping into that. So just make sure that you're warmed up. And yeah, I hope that you guys are gonna enjoy the video. And yeah, another thing that I want to say, I would like you guys to actually post a little bit more on this channel, but I've been caught up on I've been dealing with some private things in my private life. So as much as I haven't been consistent on this channel, I've been very consistent in my private life. I've literally been going to gym every single day, but I'm actually trying to lower the numbers in which I go to gym. So now I don't go 100% of the days or 7 days a week. I think I've gone down to 90, if not 80, somewhere around there, which is like 5 to 6 days a week. So I try to take my rest days, right? So which hasn't been really easy, but I'm still at it, and I'm trying to get better at it, because you need to rest and your body needs to recover. That's very important with training and just fitness in general, right? I'm not saying that like slack, don't slack, just rest if you need to, and listen to your body and do what you think your body needs, not what your mind is telling you to do. Don't just convince yourself to take rest days when you don't need them. Only take them when you need them, right? So I've been very consistent, like at the gym, showing up and doing what I need to do, but I just haven't been doing that here. I haven't been videoizing my life, my gym lifestyle, or whatever that is, right? But then I'm gonna try, you guys, to just post a little bit more, and hopefully that works out, you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for just being here and growing with me. I really appreciate the support and the love that you guys have been showing me. And yeah, I hope you guys are gonna enjoy the video. If anything bad or positive to say, I'll think that it's positive, but if it's negative, it's okay. You can just share it on the comments below. And yeah, let's go or get into the video. Okay, you guys, so now we're actually going to start with one of my favorite exercises, and these are the one-sided lunges, or at least that's what I call it. With this one, you guys, I chose to use 20 kilograms of the kettlebell. You can use any amount of weight that you're comfortable with, and just try to make sure that you get the exercise done regardless. If using weights is a little bit difficult for you, try it without the weights first, right? If you just want to warm up that area and just get used to doing this exercise. And once you've done that, then just try to continue doing 10 reps per leg, right? So the main thing, you guys, or the main things that I want you guys to pay attention to is to pay attention to the 90-degree knee, right? So with that knee, you guys, just try to make sure that you pull it as further back as possible. Pull it onto your glutes, like just pull it behind you, right? To make sure that you're able to stretch further down as possible, right? So if you don't really have great ankle mobility or flexibility,
you can try to pull your ankles forward, right? Or pull your ankles in and kneel forward. So your knee can also be on top of your ankles. That's also okay. And that's also going to help you. And it's actually very good as well, even if you do have great ankle mobility. It doesn't really matter. But like if you're trying to make it easier for yourself, just try to see which one is easiest for you. Is it easier for you to be on a 90-degree angle, or is it easier for you to be lunging on top of your ankles, if that makes sense? And please, you guys, just try to make sure that you push yourself further down as possible. That's why it's important to use weights, because those are going to help you pull yourself down and to get the most intense or the maximum stretch. So I know I didn't have to include this part of the video, but I just thought I would, as a reminder to the people that like filming content at a public gym and having people appearing on your video without their consent. So just ask for permission and be a nice person, because honestly, you don't want to be that person that posts this video online or your video online and then have the woke mob attack guys because you want to accuse them of being creeps. Trust me, nobody cares. Just focus on your workout and do what you need to do and move along. Okay, you guys, now we're going to move on to the second exercise of this session, and we're going to be focusing on the mobility and flexibility training of our half middle splits. So the first thing, you guys, that you need to keep in mind while trying out this exercise is to just pay attention to the bent knee, right? So when you're pulling in and out, just try to make sure that like when you're pulling out, you try to go as further down as possible, depending of course on your flexibility, and to also just pay attention to the stretched leg, right? Because while pulling in and out, or focusing on the pulling in and out of the bent knee, you're also trying to actively stretch the hamstrings of the stretched out leg. So those are the two things that you just need to pay attention to. But then, you guys, this exercise is going to be very beneficial for your ankle mobility as well. If you don't really have great ankle mobility or flexibility, it's going to be very beneficial for you. And I just did 10 reps for this exercise or for this video, so you can just try, I guess, do more reps than me and do more sets than I did on this video in order to get the benefits and to see the results. Okay, you guys, so now we're going to be moving on to the very next exercise of the session. And this exercise, you guys, is quite similar to the one that we just did just now, but it's very different. Trust me, right? So you're going to feel it once you try it out. So with this one, you guys, there's just 3 things that I just want you guys to pay attention to, and that's making sure that you engage your core. That's the first thing, and the extended leg and your bent knee, right? So I want you guys to make sure that like while kneeling forward or resting your chest onto your knee, you just try to also keep that bent knee engaged, because you're actually also working your hip flexors for that bent knee and your extended hamstrings as well on that extended leg. So while trying to kneel forward or into the extended knee, just try to make sure that you just try to lay as further down as possible in order to also get the most, or to activate both hip flexors for both legs, right? So just try to make sure that you keep your core engaged and you focus on that extended leg and the bent knee. And while bending forward or resting on top of your knee, just try to make sure that you go as furthest down as possible, or depending on your flexibility. And while kneeling forward onto the bent knee, just try to make sure that you also keep your ankles engaged, right? Because you're also trying to work on the ankle mobility and flexibility. Okay, you guys, so now we're just gonna be in the middle split position, and we're just gonna be preparing, I guess, for the final move of the session. And the middle splits are gonna be featured by the side twists. So this one, you guys, is just gonna help you get ready for the final move, as I've stated, and it's just gonna help loosen up those hip flexors and to just lengthen and stretch out your hamstrings as well, while you get ready to go into a full middle split position. So while you're on your middle splits, you guys, while trying to also incorporate the side twists, just please try to push out your inner thighs one at a time in order to just keep those hip flexors engaged and activated. So you're just basically trying to stretch out your hip flexors, and you're also trying to stretch out your hamstrings as well. So it's very important to just keep those two things into perspective while trying out this exercise, because this is going to be an active stretch routine. So it's very important for you to keep your muscles and all parts that you're trying to stretch out engaged. Okay, you guys, so now we're going to be moving on to the very last exercise for this session, and we're basically just going to be focusing on our lower body mobility and flexibility training of our middle splits. So if you aren't able to do the middle splits yet, just do a straddle. If you're not really familiar with regards to what a straddle is basically just putting your legs into a V shape, right? Depending on how flexible you are, you can just do that. But the most important thing, you guys, that you can just keep into mind while attempting or trying out these exercises is to make sure that you keep your toes pointed upwards on both your feet, and make sure that you engage your core, because without the core strength, pulsating is going to be just a little bit tricky for you. You can use some weights if you want to challenge yourself a little bit further for this, but I chose not to because I had already had enough. But then you can also put some weights. You can use any weights that you can use depending on whatever that you're comfortable with, and depending on your flexibility level and strength level, and just a lot of factors basically. So you can just place the weights behind you on your back, and just to force yourself to actively push yourself down. That's really going to help you activate those hip flexors and to really stretch out your hamstrings.